Excuse me.
I said what we are going to do, you are going to simplify numerators and denominators separately, okay? Okay? So you're going to say, you first simplify root of 12, which is the same as root of 4 times what? 4 times?
Times
4
3.
times 3, okay?
Teacher.
Yes? Yes, please.
Teacher, actually logged in late and was disturbing, so I'm confused where we are exactly.
We are on question number, example number 2, Roman 2, okay? How we simplify
Okay.
sides, simplification of sides, eh?
Yes.
Okay. So when you simplify this, we said 12 is the same as 4 times 3. Why are we taking 4 times 3? Because I know 4 as a square root. This one is a rational. So that which means I will remain with 2 root of 3, not so?
Yes.
Good. Then we also go to 27. What about 27? What about 27? 27 is the same as?
3 times 9.
The same as 9 times 3, not so? Which
Yes.
will give us 3 root of 3, not so?
Yes.
After that, then we put them back. We put them back here. So it implies now root of 12, which is 2 root of 3, okay? Divide by
Yes.
root of 27, which is 3 root of 3. You find that root of 3 will cancel with root of 3 down, not so?
Yes.
Then you remain with 2 over?
2 over 3.
Is it different? Is it different?
No.
The same. It's the same, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's how we simplify surds. Are you together, members?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Let's go to operation of surds. Subheading operation of surds. Operation of surds. Operation of surds. When I talk of operation, I'm referring to board mass, okay? I'm referring to what? Board mass. So let's see, how do we add or subtract surds? Let's start with the first case, addition and subtraction of surds. Addition and subtraction of surds. Addition and subtraction of surds. We are saying surds of the same order. Surds of the same order. Surd with the same order. That is surds of the same order. That is under the same roots. Under the same roots can be added or subtracted. Can be added or subtracted. Members, are we together?
Yes, teacher.
Side of the same what? The same order. And when we talk of the same order, we mean it must be under the same roots. It must be under the same roots. If it's square root, all of them must be square root. If it's cube root, then all of them must be cube root. Otherwise, we cannot add when they are under different square roots. Are you together, members?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Yes. So suppose I have root of a, square root of a plus square root of what? Of a. This one can be added together, not so. This one can be added together because they are under the same square root and they are under the same order. So the number under the square root is the same. The number under the square root is the same. So for that one, we can add. This one will give us, it will give us 2 root of, 2 root of what?
A.
2 root of A. Also, if I have root of x plus root of x
Where
plus,
did that two come from?
they are the same. It's like when you have x plus x, what do you get? X plus x, what do you get?
2x.
You get 2x, not so?
Yes.
You see, this one, they're under this, they fall under the same family. They are the same because they have the same, they're under the same order, or they have the same number under the square root. So which means root of A plus root of A will give us 2 root of A. Okay?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, Alexandra? Yes, Alexandra?
Why don't you put the 2 inside?
No, you cannot put it inside. You cannot put it inside. You cannot write like this. They are not the same. Okay? Okay? We are adding terms. We are adding what? The terms. So this is root of A plus root of A. Now, when you put it again here, this one, they are of different order. Now, when you put 2 there, they become of different order, which we cannot add them together. Okay?
Yes.
So the 2, you put it outside. So 2 root of
Root of A.
A. Now, this one will give us root of x plus root of x plus root of x will give us 3
Root of X.
3 root of x. Are you together?
Yes.
Also, we can look at, if I have 2 root of x minus root of x, what do you get? 2 root of x minus root of x, what do you get? You remain with root of?
2.
You remain with root of
3 root of X.
Not so.
Yes.
Members. Hello?
Yes, teacher. Yes.
If you want to see this one easily, the easy way of seeing it, okay? Okay? You have to remember factorization. You have to remember what?
Factorization.
Do you remember factorization?
Yes.
If I have root of A plus root of A, what do you see is common here? Root of A is common, not so?
Yes.
Yes.
Root of A is common, so I pull it out. So if I pull out, what will remain here? Remember, I've already pulled out root of A, which means here will remain what? 1.
1.
Plus, here will also remain
1.
1. 1 plus 1 is what?
2.
2 times root of 2, what do you get? 2 times root of what? A
Root of
will give us 2
A.
root of A.
2 root of A.
I think right?
Yes.
In a similar way, we can also say 2 root of x minus root of x. When you look at this one, what is common here? What is common here?
Root of X.
Root of X.
Root of x is common. So when you pull it out, we remain with, here you remain with
X.
2. You remain with 2.
2. Yeah.
Minus?
1.
There's a silent 1 here, not so?
Yes.
2 minus 1, what do you get?
1.
1 times root of x, what do you get? You get root of?
X.
Root of X.
Root of X.
Like that. Okay?
Yes.
Yes.
That's how it comes about. So can we go to examples now? Can we go to examples now?
Yes.
Sure.
But in a nutshell, we said for you to add or subtract surds, they must be of the same
Order.
They must be of the same what?
Same order.
They must be of the same order. Sorry, let me take you to the notes. Let me take to you the notes. There. So examples. Let's go to examples. Number 1. Number 1, simplify the following. Simplify the following. Simplify the following. We have root of 5 plus, let me say again, root of 5. What do you get? Root of 5 plus root of 5, what do you get? Yes?
Just like the music.
Members,
2 root of 5.
you get 2
Root 5.
root of what?
Root 5.
5. Now, what have you discovered? For you to add or to subtract, the number under the square root must be the same. If there is 5 here, must also be 5.
5.
But you cannot add root of 5 plus root of 2. Can you add root of 5 plus root of 2?
No.
So if you have root of 5 plus root of 2, what do? You leave the answer. That's the answer. That's the answer. You leave it like that. This one cannot be added. Right together?
Yes.
Yes, because the number under the square root are not the same.
Yes.
Yes. Number 2, let's say simplify the following. Simplify the following. A, I have root of 5 plus root of 20. Members, can you add those ones? Can it be added before simplifying?
No.
Why?
No.
Why?
They don't have them the same.
They don't have the same number under the square root, not so.
Yes.
But when you look at 20, can 20 be simplified? 20, we can still simplify 20, not so?
Yes.
So the first step is to
Simplify 20.
simplify root of 20. And when you are simplifying, you must simplify that so that they have the same order of what? 5. Okay?
Yes.
So we know that root of 20 is the same as, what is that number that if you multiply by, if you multiply them,
5 times 4.
4 times 5.
4 times 5.
4 times 5, which is the same as root of 4 times root of 5.
5.
What do you get? We get 2 root of
5. 2 root of 5.
Good. So it implies now root of 5 plus root of 20 is going to be equal to root of 5 plus 2 root of 5.
Root of 5.
What do you see is common here? Root of 5 is common, right?
Yes. Yes.
So what do you get?
Pull
3
it out.
root of 5.
We get 3
Root of 5.
root of
3
5.
root of 5.
Like that. Okay? Okay?
Where is the 3 from?
Root of 5, you have 1 root of 5 and then plus 2 root of 5. What do you get? Yes?
Teacher, come again.
Root of 5.
Repeat
Not
the
so.
question.
Root of 5. Root of 5.
Yes.
Not so.
Yes.
Plus 2 root of 5. What do you get? They become 3, not so.
The root. Yes.
It's like when
Yes.
it's like having x plus 2x. What do you get?
3x.
You get 3x. That's what we are doing here. Okay? Okay?
Yes.
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 Teacher,
Yes?
that means there is a silent one in front of root 5.
Yes, there's a silent one here. There's a silent one here. Okay? Okay?
Yes.
Let's go to B. We have root of 54 plus root of 150. Take away root of 24. Okay?
Yes.
Let's work out this. So let's start by simplifying each of them. Let's first simplify.
Oh.
Let's start by simplifying root of 54. So root of 54 is the same as, what are those two numbers that if you multiply them, give you 54, but one of them have a square root? Which number is that?
6.
Is
9
9,
times 6.
9 and what?
6.
9 and 6. Good. So this one is the same as root of 9 times root of 6. So it implies that root of 54 is the same as 3 root of 6. Okay?
Yes.
Also we do the same. Root of 150. Which number is that? If you multiply them, give you 150, and one of them have a square root. Which number is that?
25 times 6.
25 times 6. Now you have discovered this one. This one has helped you to discover, which means all the numbers we are going to multiply them by what? By 6. Okay?
Yes.
So this one will give us 5. 5 root of what?
5 root of 6.
5 root of 6. Then root of 24. Root of 24, we know 24 is the same as 4 times,
4 times 6.
which will give us 2 root of
root of 6.
2 root of 6. Now, after simplifying them like that, now you can see the number under the square root are the same. The number under the square root are the same.
The same.
So now we can go ahead either to add or to subtract.
Subtract.
So now we shall have 54, we got 3 root of 6.
3.
Not so? Plus
Yes.
Yes.
150, we got 5.
5 root of
6.
Take away 24, we got 2.
12.
2
2
root
root
of
of
6.
6.
Now to make it simple from here, root of 6 is common, not so? Just factorize it out. Okay?
Yes.
Factorize.
Yes.
Factorize root of what?
6.
So when you factorize that root of 6, what do you remain here? You remain here with
8.
3.
3 plus,
5.
then take away.
That's
5.
2.
So you'll have root of 6 into this what? 8 minus 2.
8
8.
minus 2.
This one will give us
6.
6.
6.
root of.
6.
I know someone is there wondering, say, teacher, what if I write like this? Someone is thinking there. Teacher, what if I write like this? Am I correct? Someone may say, what if I write 6, root of 6, 6? Is this one correct, members? This one, root of 6, 6. Is it correct?
No.
What is
It's
wrong with
not.
this one? What is wrong with this?
It looks like it's 6, 6.
Eh? The same also. Also, if I have x 6, is this one correct?
No. No.
So you start with the number that is known. You start with the one which is known. Are you together with the real number? Are you together?
Yes.
You start with the real what? Number. So this one is supposed to be 6x. Okay? Then this one is supposed to be 6 root of 6. Are you together, members?
Yes.
Yes.
Don't write for me funny things there. Now, what else do you want again? What else do you want? Is that something that I've not talked about here? All this we have talked about it, no, sir?
Yes.
All this we have talked all about this. So can you write this one down? Write this one down. Just say in summary, 1, if you have a root of c plus b root of c, when you factor, you see what is common here? Root of c is common, right? Remember, root of c is common, right? You factorize that. So when you factorize root of c, you will have a plus b root of c. The second one is if I have a root of c minus b root of c equals to, this one will just be the same as a minus b root of
B.
c. Then the next one, if I have root of a times root of A. Okay? That one will give us. Members, is it okay?
Yes, teacher. Yes.
So the rest we have written all these things, but this one just write them for the in summary, okay?
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
Excuse me, teacher.
Yes, yes.
What about this type of surds when like they have no similar value, like
They have no what? They have no what?
similar value is like
Like which one?
they have no similar number. Like A root C plus B
What?
root, like from here, A root C plus B.
A root of what?
A root of C plus plus root B.
Plus root?
Root B.
Root B. This one you cannot add them. You leave it like that. Okay? This one cannot be simplified. Okay?
Okay.
Why? Because the number under the square root are not the same. You cannot simplify unless if they have the same order. Okay?
Yes.
Yes. Members, are we together on that? Yes? Yes,
So
please.
first explain Roman number 3, how it comes to be A.
This rule number 3, eh?
Yes.
Who is that? That person must have joined late. Who is that?
Patricia.
Huh? Cynthia?
Patricia.
Patricia?
No, just Patricia.
Yeah. So we are saying if we have root of A times root of A, the answer is what? A. But the question is how? Members, if you remember, I said A, if you remember, we said if we have root of A times root of B is the same as root of A what? B. Do you remember that? Do you remember that?
Yes.
If that one is true, which means if I have root of A times root of A, which means here we'll have A times A, which will give me A squared. Not so? A squared. But remember, a square root is equals to what? I have. Okay?
Yes.
A square root is equals to a half. Now, if a square root is equals to a half, so which means we shall have A squared, again now to the power what? A half. Are you seeing that?
Yes.
And we said when a number is raised to another power, what do you do to the powers?
Multiply.
You multiply the power. So which
Multiply.
means here you'll have A squared times what? Times a half. You find these two will go out with these two, then you remain with what?
A.
Have you seen now?
Yes.
Very good, very good, very good, very good. Now let's go to more examples. More examples. More examples. Please, if there are questions, ask me, please, before we proceed. Okay? If there are questions, please ask me before we move to the next number. Are we together? Members,
Yes.
are we together?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, let's look at this exercise now. Let's start with this exercise first. Okay? I think this exercise 6.1.
Yes.
They're saying express the following irrational numbers so that the integer under the square root sign is as small as possible. So in a simple sense, they're just telling us to simplify. The question should have just been what? Simplify the following. Okay? Right together?
Yes.
A, you simplify for me 108. What is 108? You simplify for me that. I said when you are simplifying, you think of two numbers because they are square roots. Think of two numbers that when you multiply, give you that number, and one of the numbers must have a square root. One of the numbers must have a square root. So which number is that if you multiply, give you 108? But one of them has a square root. Which number is that?
9 times 12.
9 times 12.
12.
Good. So which means this will come 12 times what?
Times 9.
Times 9. Remember, multiplication are commutative. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Multiplications are what? Commutative. Now, when I talk of commutativity here, I mean some of you are lost. Commutative. Commutativity properties of numbers. If I talk of commutativity, I mean A times B is the same as B times. Okay?
Yes.
Yes. So, which means 108 is also the same as if I write 9 times 12. It's not wrong. That's still the same. Because which property are we using? We are using the commutativity property. Okay?
Property.
Yes.
Yes.
So this one is the same as root of 9 times root of 12. Okay?
Yes.
But now, members, when you look at 12, before even we proceed, 12 can be still simplified further. Not so?
Yes.
12 is the same as, 12 is the same as, so we shall have root of 9 times root of, this is the same as 4 times what?
4 times 3.
4 times 3. So this one will give us root of 9 times root of 4 times root of what?
3.
Have you seen that?
Yes.
So which means here we shall have what? 3, root of 9, which is 3, times what? Times 2, then times
2.
root of
Root of 3.
So this is what do you get here?
6.
6.
You get 6 root of
3.
3.
3. As simple as that. Okay?
Question.
Yes, please.
Shall we? What if we don't reduce 12 and just leave it like that? Is it correct?
No, that one you have not then you have not answered the question. Because the question is very clear here. Simplify. I see the question here until the number under the square root as the lowest or the smallest root possible. Okay? Are you together, members?
Yes, teacher.
Yes. Or alternatively, someone would have said root of 108 is the same as 36. Okay? Times what?
Times 3.
Have you seen that?
Yes.
Because 36 times 3 give you 108. So you can see that 3 is the lowest possible number here. Okay? Which will just give you 108. So 36, this is the same as root of 36 times root of 3, which will just give us 6 root of 3. Are they different? Are they different?
No.
Yes. So the most important thing is to simplify until that number cannot be simplified further. Okay?
Yes.
Yes. B. Let's look at B. B. Which number should I pick now from here? Which one should we pick? Remember, just pick for me random from here. Here, pick for me randomly. Which one should we do?
8.
Number 8. Where is number 8? Where is number 8? Number 8 is root of?
Square root of 74a.
A what? A to the power 8. Not so?
Yes.
So how many numbers do we have here? We have 2 numbers. We have 74 and then a to the power 8. Not so? Not so?
Yes.
Yes.
So when you recall, I said if I have AB is the same as root of A times root of what?
B.
B. So which means our A is equal to 70 what?
70.
And our B is equal to A to the power?
8.
Not so?
Yes.
So which means it implies that 74A to the power 8 is going to be equal to 74 times root of A to the power?
8.
Not so?
Yes.
Can you simplify 74? Then you come and say, but what is root of 74? Root of 74, which number do we need to multiply to give us 74? And that number must have the lowest possible number under the square root. Which number is that? Which number do we multiply to give us 74? And that one of the number must have a square root. Which number is that? Yes? Which number is that? Members, are you working on it?
Yes.
Which number is that? Which number is that?
9 times 8.
9 times 8. That one is that one is 72. That one is 72. Which other number? Which number is that? That if you multiply, it gives you 74. Yes? Yes, members. Which number is that? If you multiply, give you 74, and one of the number has a square root. Which number is that? Excuse me, please.
2 times 37.
2 times 37. But does 37 have a square root?
No.
No.
So which other one? Members?
Yes, teacher.
So there's no any number that if we multiply, give us 74, and one of the number have a square root. There's no number with that, not so?
Yes.
So which means
Yes.
root of 74, we leave it as 74, which means it's already irrational. That one cannot be simplified further. Are you together?
Yes.
Are you together?
Yes.
Yes.
So it implies now root of 74a to the power 8 is going to be equal to root of 74 times. Now this one we can simplify this. Remember, a square root is the same as what I have, not so? So it's the same as a to the power 8 to the power I have. Have you seen that?
Yes.
Yes.
So it will give us root of 74 times. So this is a 8 times what I have. So this one reduce that, this one reduce that. So remain with root of 74 equals to, times a to the power a to the power 4. But we said when you write it like this, this is wrong. Okay? So therefore, root of 74 a to the power 8 is going to be equals to a to the power 4 root of 74. As simple as that.
Number 14.
Number 14.
14.
Okay,
14.
we have 4 minutes remaining. Whatever time will get us when we have not done, go ahead and finish it, okay? Okay?
Okay.
Yes.
So the question is what? Number 14, eh?
Yes.
We have a square root of
Root of
18
18
x to the power 4, y to the power 3, z. Okay? Now, when you look at that one, how many numbers do we have? We have 18, not so?
Yes.
We have x to the power 4, then we have y to the power 3, then we have z. So what we are going to do, we are going to break them up, okay? So we shall have root of 18, okay, times root of x to the power 4, times root of y to the power 3, okay, times root of z. Have you seen that? Members, have you seen that?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
What is what is a simplified form of 18? 18 is the same as
8 was 9.
9
9
times
times 2.
9 times 2
2.
time
9 times 2.
time x to the power 4 time square root of that time the square root of what? Z. Okay? So you find that this one will shall remain with what? 3 root of 2.
Root 2.
3 root 2.
3 root of 2. Plus, times, sorry, times. Now remember we said x to the power 4. Remember square root is the same as a half. Not so?
Yes.
Why am I doing that? Because I
Yes.
know 2 can reduce that one. Time y to the power 3. This one I will just leave it like that. That one I can't simplify it further. Okay? Time root of z. Now here we shall have 3 root of 2
3 root
time
2
time x to the
times
power shall have x to the power 4 times a half.
2.
Not so? Times the
Yes.
square root of the cube root of, so the square root of y squared times the square root of z. So when you simplify that further, we shall have 3 root of 2 times x what?
Squared.
X squared
Squared.
time the square root of y cube times the square root of z.
Z.
Okay?
Yes.
Now, is there another thing we can do there? Are they of the same order?
No.
No?
Yes.
Question.
But
So what we are
teacher,
going to do?
Question.
Yes.
check.
Yes.
Teacher.
Yes.
So where is that a half from? They are half.
I have the square root. The square root is the same as to the power, any number to the power half. Okay? A square root means a number
Yes,
is raised to the
teacher.
power half. A square root means a number is raised to the power half. Okay?
Yes.
Teacher,
Yes.
teacher.
Yes.
So why don't you just put like a square root instead of that 2 on top of x?
You see, the reason why I put it here because I want to simplify this 4. I want to reduce this power because that power can be reduced by this I have. You get?
Yeah.
That's why I did not put it for y cube because I know I have can 3 divide 2? 3 divide 2.
You're not getting me. I was like, instead of like putting x squared, why don't you put root of x?
No. Because when you simplify this square root will reduce this power to 2. So to the power 2 does not mean that is again to the power half. That one we will change the meaning. Okay?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when you simplify that now, we shall have. Is there anything we can do here? Is there anything else we can do there?